A Jersey High Christmas Parade, written by Angela Ray Vitale. Interior Gymnasium Day. Vera Fisher, 25, is the principal of Jersey High School. She walks up to the podium. Mrs. Fisher: "Hello, students. You all know that Christmas break will be here soon." All the kids cheer. Mrs. Fisher: "Okay, settle down. This year we will build a float for our Christmas parade." Everyone whispers to each other with excitement. After the announcements in the gymnasium, a large group of kids surround the announcement board to sign up for the parade float. Interior Hall Day. Piper Plott, 17, walks up to a group of kids whose names she saw on the sign-up sheet. Piper: "Hey, can I join you on your float? I have a few ideas." They tell her no. She goes to all the groups on the sign-up sheet to ask to join them. The other groups say the same thing, no. Piper sees Bob Bucket, 18, on the list. Bob is at his locker. Piper leans on the locker next to his. Piper: "Bob, I saw your name on the sign-up sheet for the Christmas parade." Bob: "I signed up." Piper grabs the door to his locker and peers to the side. She gives him a sweet smile and blinks her eyes as if her eyes could say please. Piper: "Don't you think it would be fun if you had a friend to help you?" Bob shut his locker door and looked at Piper. Bob: "No way. I want to build one by myself. You would get in the way." Bob walks away from Piper towards the outside door. Piper follows him out the door. Exterior Jersey High School Day. Piper gently touches Bob's shoulder. Piper: "Please, Bob, I really want to build a float and all the spots are taken on the sign-up sheet." Bob shook his head no and walked away. Exterior Bob's House Day. A week later, Piper walks up to Bob. She sits on the edge of his float. She kicks her feet back and forth. Piper: "Bob, you need my help." A big sigh came from Bob. He puts the plastic Santa down and looks up at Piper. Bob: "Alright, you can help, only if you dress up like Rudolph and lead my sleigh. I want prances and stomps as a reindeer does." Piper hesitates. Piper gets off the float. She gets down on her hands and knees and weens like a reindeer. She lifts her arms off the floor like she is ready to fly. Bob laughs. Piper agrees to and laughs with him. They work together on his float. Interior Gymnasium Day. The next day, Mrs. Fisher is at the podium. Mrs. Fisher: "The parade has been canceled. There have been too many fights about the floats." Interior Hall Day. After the announcement, Piper and Bob met with Mrs. Fisher outside the gymnasium. Piper: "Mrs. Fisher, you can't cancel the parade. We have done so much work on the float." Bob: "Yeah, and we are almost done with our float. Can't you take out the people who fight and let us in the parade?" Mrs. Fisher looked at the kids. Their eyes pleaded for her to change her mind. Mrs. Fisher: "I would love to do that. It's not that simple." Bob and Piper couldn't let the parade go. They give her a good argument about how to get the other kids to stop the fights. Piper: "What if we talk to the others?" Mrs. Fisher: "Then I will allow you to have your float in the parade." Piper and Bob talk to the other kids. Piper: "The fights about the floats have to stop. Just get along. If you can't work together, switch groups. Bob: "Then some of you can wear costumes and act out the characters on the float." They share examples of what they mean. Bob: "Someone can be a gingerbread man who fell off the roof and is tangled in the lights and swings off the roof of the house." Piper: "There could be 2 snowmen and a snowball fight. They could turn and include the audience, make it light tosses in the audience." Bob: "Someone could be a Christmas tree where a squirrel runs up and down it with a nut-shaped ornament." The kids agreed to. The groups switched in the costumes. They laugh and talk and get along. They work together to finish their floats. Interior Mrs. Fisher's classroom today. Bob went up to Mrs. Fisher's desk. He explained to Mrs. Fisher what happened with the other kids. Mrs. Fisher, if you trust them not to fight, then you can have your parade. The parade is back on. Everyone has a good time. The floats go by with Bob and Piper's float last. The end.